Good morning. It is Tuesday, 9:45, and I just left a house that has a leaking steam return line at the Hartford loop. So I'm going to the shop now to pick up some 1¼ nipples, some fittings, and make the repair. Hopefully it goes smoothly. I'm going to try to record the whole thing, and I will I'll show you the leak before I do it. It's draining down now, but you can see we got that wetness right there. It comes up, and it goes up into this nipple right here. Just the culprit. So I'm gonna have to replace that. Thankfully there's a union right there, so this should happen nice and easy. And I'm gonna try to set up the tripod. Okay, let's see if I can break this union. Got some big pipe wrenches here. This one's a 24. It's the rigid aluminum. And I have the Milwaukee cheater, which I'm also going to put the 24 on. That was easy. Get some water for a while, because the return pipe has water in it here and wherever it comes down. Spin this up. That's tight. Not tight, but it's in a tight spot. Got it. Now I can spin this. Looks like a 5-inch nipple out. Yep. Nicely. Check these threads. I see no reason not to use this. Yeah, the threads look good. I'll just clean off the Teflon and reapply. I don't know if the camera will focus or can see it, but that's it. Hopefully I could spin this out nicely. Yes. place. I do want to see kind of where and why it started. Looks like just a hole in the thread itself. But get my new one out, which is exact same size, if not a hair over. Get some Teflon on it. Brush out those threads as well. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brush out, clean that up as much as we can. Nice and clean in there. We'll get our nipple doped, Teflon and dope. Not a crazy amount, just to lubricate it. Throw a new elbow in. I don't know why, but there's a cracked elbow in our 1/4-inch case. Don't know if you could see that 1.25 inches. Good thing I caught that. I'm not going to put it on yet. Wrap that up 6 times. And again with the dope, just have it prepared. spin this in. I'm going to use a bigger nipple. That may have been the issue. It may not have been tight enough. They wanted to line it up with this. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get some dope on this one as well. Again, not a crazy amount, just enough to get it lubricated so I can get it in tightly. Yeah, this should line up much better once it's tightened. To go around again. That should be okay. And just gonna clean off the mating surface of the union. Make sure that looks nice and good. I know you're really not supposed to, but just gonna lubricate the thread slightly so I have an easier time turning it in. Not the face, just the threads, so that when I go to tighten it, I can get it as tight as I need to. It's a little bit wonky going this way, but this should be fine. It should pull in. It's pulled in before. Looking good to me. Now, fill it up. Now what I'll do is wipe off this dope now so that I can really see if any water starts to drip. Trying to wipe it in kind of the same direction, but I know that doesn't really matter. We're up to there now. Nothing. Little drip on the feed, I'll tighten that up. Bounce up high quick. And not dripping on our feed. Not dripping here, but I'm gonna run it in a cycle, let it heat up, and really expand and contract everything. See if we get any drips. Yeah. While we wait, you could see this dinosaur of a boiler. Homart 600 gas heating. It's only got 2 burners in there. And we got this old low water cutoff, which is cool. Old sight glass assembly. So, just waiting for it to heat up. Maybe even build a little bit of pressure. Not sure how quickly the system builds up pressure, if it does at all, if it's properly sized, but don't walk out until we're sure that it's not going to leak. So, just let this heat up for a little bit while I clean up. And we should be good to go. This is the first repair I've actually ever made on a steam pipe, which is kind of cool. I mean, it was easy enough. If it were a bigger job, Mike probably would have sent the other Mike to do it, but I need to start somewhere with jobs like this, so just went for it, and hopefully it turns out okay. This customer has a rat here, pet rat, and tons of cats down here. 2 rats. I actually like rats, so I don't mind. They're very nice. Okay, so we're making steam and we're not leaking out of those fittings, but sight glass is slightly, and I think this is completely inaccurate because it was reading like negative, it was reading in a vacuum before, and now we're above 0, so my assumption, my guess would be that it's at 5 psi now, considering that's about what it's moved. I'm gonna guess this is plugged. This control might be bad, so I'm gonna let him know about everything, but this repair, we're good to go. Okay, so finished up with that. Nothing was leaking, aside from the sight glass, which he said he was gonna replace that himself because that's easy enough. Looks like he may have said that a few times because it was leaking in the history with this customer, but it's what it is. He's happy that the leak's done and it's not soaking his basement carpet anymore. and I'm happy I got to get that done. I don't know, never done that type of repair before. I've done piping on installs, but not on a repair, but it was easy enough. So hopefully you enjoyed watching. If you did, like the video, comment any advice or feedback or criticisms, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.